Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This tutorial is meant to be for the doll from the recent movie The Conjuring called Annabelle. Pretty creepy looking doll overall, really. It was actually requested a little while ago now, but I'll flash on the screen now the first few people that requested it. Obviously I can't shout out everyone's name because this tutorial would be hours long, but yeah, here are the first few people. And the very first person that requested it was Lyric Was Here. I'll pop your name there. So thanks everyone that requested this look. It's a brilliant film. If you haven't seen The Conjuring, definitely go see it. It's super creepy. So yeah, so if you'd like to see how to recreate this creepy doll weirdness, stay tuned. So to start things off, I'm going to block out my eyebrows because I intend to draw them on quite a bit higher. So I'll pop a link here to a tutorial that I've done in the past to teach you guys how to do that, just to make this video that much shorter. So for the foundation, I don't want it to be white, I want it to just be really, really light pale, and then I can work on adding some extra colours to dull it up and make it look a bit more messy. But for the foundation, I'm going to use 1 part of some Snazaroo Clown White and 2 parts M.A.C Studio Fix Fluid in the NW10. So when I mix it together, I get this really light skin tone that's not quite white, but yeah, does the job. So I'm going to apply that all over my face, neck and ears, and then blend it out. Then I'm just going to powder everything, pressing particularly heavy on my eyebrows to completely block them out with some Face Fix powder. This is just a regular translucent powder that just happens to be really thick, and it's tinted to the same shade that I'm using now. It's their #1 shade. So then I'm going to work on reshaping the face, because like my V for Vendetta makeup, there's this permanent grin going on, isn't there, and the nasal labial folds are quite high, and yeah, so I'm going to do a lot of that with contouring. So I'm going to do all of that with contouring. But yeah, ignore that. I'm going to take my Sleek Contouring palette, my Faceform palette in 374, and they've got this really, really nice dark brown in there. I'm going to use that for the contour. So I'm just going to take a medium powder brush, and what I'm going to do is I'll time-lapse through it, showing you how I'm doing it, then I won't blend it until you've seen exactly where I've gone, because it's difficult to talk you through exactly where I'm going to go. So that's the basic shape of the mouth I've got. So it's just really sketchy for now because I can blend this out completely. So it's got the nasal labial folds that go across and up, just for the apples of the cheeks. I've just gone down the side of the nose to make it look a bit narrower. And we've got this area here, which will make more sense when I've drawn the lips on, because she's got this really pointed up smile and it makes the cheeks be sucked in, and you'll see. So I'm just going to blend all this out. So the idea is going to be this whole area in here needs to be completely clean. There needs to be no blending on the inside at all. It needs to be all outwards. So it makes these areas like the middle of the nose and the mouth stand out. I'm just going to take an angle brush and some of that colour really concentrated. I'm just going to do a really, really strong cut just where the nasal labial folds start, just to make it a lot harsher, as if it's really, really puffy. Just exaggerate the proportions of your face. So as you do that, you know that your nasal labial fold goes across and then down. So I've just drawn it an equal distance apart. So it goes like that. And I'm just going to shade right around my jaw, quite high up, just to make my face look a bit rounder. And then again, I can do the little cut just along the cheekbone going down. So I've stopped the cut up to about there, and I've just tapered it upwards. So I've not done this side yet, so you see the difference. Just makes this cheek look so much more prominent. So just graduate the shading upwards and stop just about halfway up your cheek. And I'm just going to do another little cut just underneath the eye, not too close to the eyelid, because I'm going to extend the eyelid a little bit. And I'm just going to do a little sad face, a little curved under like that, just to give the illusion that she is really smiling. So if I just show you here, then it will be a case of blending that colour completely down, so the cut, so the clean line needs to be on top. There we are, so relatively subtle, but it really works with this contour here and makes the cheeks that much more rounded, and just makes you look a bit more happy. Yeah, as I said, these lines will come more into play when I draw on the lips. So then I'm going to work on the harsher colours. So I'm going to take a Grimas Black Cream in 101, and I'm going to use this to really, really set the eyes in to make them look as deep as they possibly can do. So working with a fairly rounded shape, I'm just going to go along my eye, well, along the socket of my eye, and I'm going to blend it out afterwards. So then it's going to be a case of taking a new brush that's slightly damp, and I'm going to blend this colour outwards. So I'm going to try not to go too far past here, but I really need that gradient to be really apparent, because otherwise it doesn't look like a shadow. So there we are, and it just introduces that grey element to the look as well. Yeah, so then once I've done that, now I can draw on the eyebrows, and then I'll be able to shape the rest of the face. So I'm going to use a really sharp angle brush and the same black cream, and I'm going to draw on her pencil thin eyebrows. Now they seem to be quite rounded with maybe a slight arch up here, but very little. So it's just literally going to be one stroke right across and down. They're very long. So there we are, really round, really cartoony. I'm just going to extend that shadow a little bit higher with the black cream just to meet a tiny bit closer to the eyebrow. And I've also just applied a bit more concentrated black as it gets closer to the eye, so the gradient is a lot lighter on top than it is the bottom, just makes them look a bit darker. And I just went in with some foundation. I've just done this eye. I've done this little V shape here, going inwards and outwards, keeping the line going up so it goes with the cheekbone. But I've gone about to the brow bone, the real brow bone. Just draw the colour outwards, and anything in that V there I've just coloured in. Just gives the illusion that the light shining from underneath is, for some reason, no matter where this doll seems to be, it's always seems to be lit that way. So then I'm going to take some Snazaroo white watercolour, and I'm going to paint my eyelids with that. The reason I'm using watercolours because I'm not going to blend it. It's going to stop right at the black. I might blend the black a little bit on top of it, but not much. And I'm also going to go just in, not the waterline of my eye obviously, but I'm just going to go just underneath my eye where I've stopped the black, because I didn't go directly to the corner of my eye. I just want to make the eye look a tiny bit bigger. And then I can fill in my waterline with a NYX Jumbo pencil in milk, just so there's no extra line in between, otherwise it kind of ruins the illusion. I'm going to use a white mascara by Stargazer just to hide my lashes. I'm not going to go right to the ends, I just want to do the base of my lashes just to try and get rid of as much of that line as I possibly can. Oh, before I forget, I'm just going to take that same brown cream again from the Sleek Contour palette, and I'm just going to do some more lines. I meant to do it when I did the under eye circle here, but just a few little lines going in that direction just to emphasise the smiles even more, and just remember to taper the edges off. Take an unbranded lash. It's just a really thin spidery lash. I'm just going to stick that just underneath my, not next to my lashes, just where the white starts. Just going to stick it around about there, so it just again makes the eye look a little bit bigger. Sorry, I kind of jumped ahead there. I was trying an experiment. I've just took this is quite extreme, but I've just took 4 pairs of lashes for the top set. Yeah. Now I've got these, which I've literally, they're just lashes I buy in bulk. They're really cheap, just, yeah, medium-sized lashes. Now, what I've done is, because I need the eye to be quite longer and thicker, I've cut them up so that I can stick them down right in the corner of the eye where the white starts, all the way along, which is probably about 2 lashes, and then another 2 behind that to make them a little bit longer. So when I blink, it doesn't affect my eye at all. It just means they're always open, so it just looks more doll-like, I think. I don't know. And I've joined it onto the bottom lash here just so it looks more just a complete shape. Yeah. Then I'm going to take a sleek lipstick in Vixen, number 787 rather. Gorgeous red lipstick, I always use it whenever I use red. And I'm going to paint on a really huge smile. It's easy for me just to show you, but it's got very high points here, so it's like a permanent smile going on. So try not to take it too seriously and take it slow, and yeah. Okay, so insane. Yeah, so then I'm just going to take the black cream and a really big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start shading really heavily underneath the lip, really heavily underneath, because it looks like the chin's a lot more prominent. Okay, and I just went around the edge ever so slightly with a tiny bit of cream. Yeah, then I'm going to take a Collection 2000 Extreme Felt Eyeliner pen, and I'm just going to draw on some of the cracks that she has, like she's got one on her chin and her nose, and yeah. I ended up using the black cream and the fine liner for some of the littler parts of this, as well as the pen, just tends to help get the cracks. But yeah, I'm not going to bother doing any up here because the wig's going to cover most of that. Then I'm going to take my sleek blush palette in 366 Pink Sprint, and I'm going to use the pink teeny colour, this really, really gorgeous red, and I'm just going to place that really heavily in a circular motion just on the apples of my cheeks. More contouring. Sorry to keep going back to this, but I keep seeing things I want to do. I'm just going to take that dark brown again, and I'm just going to shade just slightly up, like a little triangle on the end of my nose. I just want it to be very pointed upwards, so I'm going to shade that, and I'm going to shade underneath in the same little triangle section. I'm just going to highlight the end of my nose with the foundation, and down the bridge again. Yeah, pointy nose. So there we go. So I'm just going to pop on my wig, my contacts, my costume, and see if there's anything else I could do from there. And that's it. So I finished the look off by popping in 2 black contact lenses just to make the look a little bit more lifeless and doll-like. I popped on my wig, which is actually a Dorothy Gale wig from Wizard of Oz, but I just cut in a fringe and spray painted the ribbons red to make it more like the film, yeah. I haven't got a costume, I'm afraid, for this look, so I just popped on a white top and some fabric in the middle because she's just wearing a white dress dealie, isn't she? I painted a couple extra cracks on my neck just to make it look a bit less plain there, and that's it. That's the look. It's a really complicated one to do, to be perfectly honest, especially if you're trying to get the shading right. So I hope this tutorial was easy to follow. But yeah, so there's not much else to say about this look, really. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please make sure you know the usual: rate, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, because it really helps me out. And yeah, so until next time, bye.